Now, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with a former LSU Tiger, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Buying time to his left. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fights off the defender. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done. 'Cause 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 'c
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught here by Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted.
picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Operating off play action. Flacco. Flush to his right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flacco off play action. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Now Ellington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
2nd down, Flacco now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, this from 34. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rodgers now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, Flacco.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
They'll run with Pacheco.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on fourth down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Pacheco.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now a run with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Ellington. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Again, they run with Ellington. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Play action. Flacco. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Ellington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things up.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go, 4th down, 4th quarter, Flacco. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers completes it to Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers on the slant. He's got Hardman.
He had a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here comes 2nd down. Flacco.
He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Now Flacco.
Dancing to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Flush to his right. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Ellington. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Flacco.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One last gasp for Flacco. And this is incomplete.